We spend our entire lives waiting for the big moment. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get that promotion. I'll be at peace when I have more money. Or I'll start living when I find the perfect partner. But what if your obsession with a perfect future is actually murdering your present? Today's story is about a man who had the most beautiful garden in the world, but he died without ever seeing a single flower. Let's find out why. In a quiet valley, there lived a man named Thomas. Thomas was a master gardener. People traveled from miles away to see his land, but Thomas wasn't satisfied. He didn't care about the roses, the lilies, or the lush green grass he already had. He was obsessed with a legend, the golden bloom. It was a mythical flower said to grant eternal satisfaction to anyone who saw it. One day, a traveler gave him a single, tiny seed. This, the traveler said, is the golden bloom, but it requires your absolute focus. If you look away even for a day, it will wither. Thomas was overjoyed. He planted the seed in the center of his garden. From that moment on, his life changed, but not for the better. To protect the golden bloom, Thomas built a tall fence around it. He stopped looking at his beautiful oak trees because he didn't want to get distracted. He stopped talking to his neighbors because they took up his time. He even stopped watching the sunset, fearing he might miss the exact moment the seed sprouted. Months passed. His garden, once full of life, began to die. The roses dried up because he forgot to water them. The fountain stopped flowing because he didn't clean it. His friends stopped visiting because he never opened the gate. Thomas didn't care, he told himself. Once the golden bloom opens, everything will be perfect. I'll fix the garden then. I'll be happy then. One night, a massive storm hit the valley. Thomas stood over his tiny sprout, shielding it with his own coat, shivering in the cold rain. He was exhausted, thin, and lonely. Finally, the sun began to rise. The sprout started to open. Thomas held his breath. This was it, the moment of ultimate happiness. The petals unfurled, but they weren't golden. They were clear, transparent, like glass, and as the flower opened fully, it acted like a mirror. In the reflection of the flower, Thomas didn't see a king or a happy man. He saw a gray, tired old man standing in a graveyard of dead roses. He looked around and realized he had sacrificed a paradise of real flowers for a single magic one that offered nothing but a reflection of his own misery. The flower lasted for 1 hour and then turned to dust. Thomas stood in his empty, ruined garden, finally realizing the truth. He had spent his life protecting a dream while destroying his reality. Friends, many of us are like Thomas. We are waiting for our golden bloom. We ignore our health because we are busy making money. We ignore our children growing up because we are busy building a career. We ignore the peace of today because we are stressed about a perfect tomorrow. The lesson is simple. Happiness is not a reward you get at the end of the race. Happiness is the sweat, the breath, and the scenery during the race itself. If you are always looking at the horizon, you will trip over the beauty at your feet. Don't wait for the golden bloom. Water the roses you have today. If this story opened your eyes, let me know in the comments. What is one rose in your life you've been neglecting? Share this with someone who is working too hard and forgetting to live. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wisdom from the Garden of Life. Thank you for watching. Stop waiting and start living. I'll see you in the next story.